Okay, movie watch list for the week of 30 May 2023, so it stretches the end of May and beginning of June. I'm returning to something earlier from this month, the complete first season of Chuck. So this season is 2007 to 2018 was the initial airing. This is the 2008 DVD release. They released the DVD after the first season had ended. And I did this, I think it was the first week of May. So that would have been, what, like the 2nd of May, 2023. It was the watch list this was in previously. I said I'd watch it. Since then, I've watched through episode 10. And so I have one disc left. It's a 4-disc thing, and which is episodes 11, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12. I have one disc left, which is episodes 11, 12, and 13. Chuck, the complete first season. This is the cast: Sarah Walker, Chuck Bartowski, Major John Casey, Morgan Grimes, and Ellie Bartowski. I said it was one of my favorite shows earlier because it was... I did not identify with any of the characters, and I'm going to specify a little bit what is... Okay, there's a bunch of shows that's true for, so why exactly about that is it a standout to me? Well, interestingly, none of my favorite characters in the show were these people. They were the people who were, like, non-white. And I really like, the character Anna, the girlfriend of Grimes. Again, this started airing in 2007, so the name Grimes, you know, has been adapted to other uses these days, but it kind of originated with this show. There's a bit of... What I found in with this show, and because I'm 10 episodes in, I finished 10 episodes, I can actually, and watching it again, I remember why I liked it and didn't like it. It was like, because I didn't identify with anyone, like, the main characters are kind of skee-balls. They both cheat on each other. Like, he has a girlfriend or a cover girlfriend that starts flirting with someone else and starts dating the person, then cheats on the person he's dating on, right? So it's kind of a skee-ball main character, Chuck. And like, I really didn't like it, but it was also like, I'm not like, this is girl on top Sarah who wears kind of, word today, socially might be scandalous attire or something. Like, I don't do that. I'm not risque. And then that kind of stuff. And it kind of goes on like that. But what I found, what is a standout, even going now and watching the show, is that as I'm watching the show, I can be like, oh, that's like me, and then they deliver a line, and I'm like, that's not me. Right? The ability to recognize as I'm watching it that I do not identify with the characters. So, like, at the time viewing of, wow, it's amazing in some ways that I can identify with none of these characters. Usually TV shows are designed to, like, appeal to, I feel like, everybody on some level, even if it's just, like, character traits or personality and stuff. And it's just, like, one of those shows where I remember watching it at the time and not identifying with it. But that's why it was a favorite. Was not just that I didn't identify, but I could recognize this is... I do not identify, and this, I can tell you, this is why I do not identify with this person. And it's like the entire episode goes like that. And why would I call it a favorite, especially growing up, when I don't identify with people and I can recognize that? I don't get sucked into the TV show. I don't become over-invested in the characters, right? So there was a bit of, in a sense, it's not like Seinfeld or something where it's like, people can be very different and it can resonate with, like, the guest stars and or the main characters. It's kind of like, it didn't really identify with anybody, guest stars or recurring characters. And to be able to recognize that at the time and be like, that's not me because I have done blank in the past instead of what they just did. And I do not do that, right? So, there's a bit of, if they were trying to, like, make something that I identified with, they could not have gotten it more wrong, right? But in that sense, if they were, like, it's entertaining because I don't identify with anybody. Right? And I don't think they were trying to make it, like, something I identified with. But, so there's, like, it's, like, on paper it should not work because I don't like identify with them, but like in viewing it's not like they're attacking me or trying to describe me because they get that all wrong. So there's a little bit of it worked in a weird way kind of thing. Yeah. So this week of watching movie allocation time lengths, which I guess is like watching the last 3 episodes 2 or 3 as a batch kind of. Episodes 11, 12, and 13. Complete first season of Chuck. I've already gone through the first 10 episodes. So closing out a watch list from earlier this month, May 2023. Happy week of watching.